What's up, little dude, and welcome to Pappy Rise Little Dude's Woodworking Shop. You the little dude, I'm the big dude. Little dudes use little dude screwdrivers. Big dudes get to use big dudes screwdrivers. All right, today we're gonna be building this here little chicken, squirrel / Easter bunny feeder table, okay? A little picnic table that you can put your little feet in there, and then whoever needs to mosey along up and outside your home and sit there and get their little furry munches on, all right? And you can watch them. So we're going to start. I've got everything assembled here in different little pieces so that you can build them all, maybe with a little help if you need. So we've got 1 1/4 inch screws and 1 inch screws. These are only for the benches, so you've got 8 of those. Those will be the last thing we put on there. The rest of the build is gonna be with these 1 1/4 inch screws, okay? So first and foremost, you're going to take your screws, okay? And I want you to put them in there, into the holes that are pre-drilled for you, and just have them poking out just a little bit, okay? Watch your fingers, just get them poking out a little bit so we can line the holes up. It'll make it easier when we're attaching everything, all right? Your little screwdriver. Okay, so we're gonna build the top first. You've got 4 different pieces make the bottom, 2 on the front and back, and then 1 on each side, of course. All of the pieces are marked on the bottoms of the boards. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4. They say 1F, 2F. It's 1 front, 2 front. This one here is the front board, and the other one will be the back. You have to make sure that you get them in order so that the holes will all line up. So, that being said, we're gonna build this first part upside down. So we have 1 on the left, 2, 3, and 4. Left hand makes the L, right? So once you have the full build, all of the written pieces will be facing down so you won't have to see them. So we're gonna start with this top piece. I've already built this one. So we're gonna put these pieces, like I said, pre-drill or screw them in just a little bit. Take your screwdriver and have them just poking out the other side. Get them all lined up, then upside down, okay? So we're gonna go with the right side. We're gonna match these guys up. And we will put them together. You don't need to get these things too tight together. Just need to make sure the holes all get lined up nice for us. Okay. Tighten it all up when we're finished. Same thing on the opposite side. Let's get our holes lined up. Just take your time with it. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then the last side. This guy's giving me some troubles. Let's see if we can get him to cooperate. Alrighty. Cool. Last side. Remember, letters facing down. Bada bing, bada boom, bada boo. All right, so we've got our top built. We're gonna move on now to our two sides. All right, so now we are going to build our table legs, okay? So we've got 4 pieces here. You've got bottom bracket, top bracket, right and left legs, okay? So now keep in mind that these are going to be facing inside. Okay, so we're gonna start with the words facing down. So my left one is gonna be words facing down on the left side, right leg, words facing down on the left side. I'm gonna take I've already put my screws in just a little bit so they're poking out the other side just a little bit, okay? This one goes on the top, just gonna match up the holes. Just give it a little bit of a tighten here. And then same thing with the opposite side. So we're just gonna get them to match up so they can still move a little bit, and then we'll put the bottom one on and then it will tighten it down. All right, so same thing, let's match up the holes. Tighten them a little bit. So we use secure, and then we put this guy on the other side. Easy peasy. And then we're gonna match them up so that it's all level on the top. Okay, we need this to be level, that's gonna go on the bottom of the table. And then we can tighten them down. So you're gonna take your little dude screwdriver again, good little pressure, twist them all in, okay? We're gonna do the same thing on the opposite side. They're marked the same way, except everything says right side. Just be careful with your fingers. These screws do go through just a little bit on the opposite side. I don't think there's any opportunity to hurt yourself, but just be careful. Safety is always first. All right, so when we're finished, we should have built ourselves a stable little leg for our table. All right, here we go. So we are going to make the front, or I'm sorry, we already built the front and back. What I neglected to mention in that video was, or that part of the video, was that we used the 1-inch screws for that, okay? So that way they won't poke out the other side. So I already did it. I'm not gonna take it apart. It'll be that way when you get the package. So just keep in mind, we're using the smaller screws to build the supports, okay? So that being said, let's move forward. We are going to go, we got our front and we've got our back, all right? You've got the bench seats, right side inside, I'm sorry, and right side outside. Same thing on the left-hand side, left side inside, left side outside. Again, the letters will all be facing, the wording will all be facing in. So our right side is gonna go here. We've already put our screws in just a little bitty. Let's put the rest of them in here. We've only got 4. All right, so we'll just get them poking out the other side just a tad. Okay. If there's anything I know how to do, it's fix the little mistakes I make. That's what these projects are really all about, is learning how to make things work right inside bench the way that we need them to, okay? So this is a little bit tricky. You just got to hold it together there. Just match the holes up just like we've been doing, and mount our little bench seat. So as you can see, when we get the other side on here and match this guy up, she starts to take form. Okay, it might even be easier if you go ahead and take your left inside bench then, so that it'll actually stand up for you a little better and hold together while you install the outside brackets. All right, here we go. As you can see, I've installed those three. I'm gonna put this last one on here. All right. One thing I might have neglected to mention, the F is marking the front. Okay, so we have our front leg. As you can see, it's written on the inside there. So let's just make sure that that guy goes on that side. Match up our holes again. Get this guy tied down. It was definitely easier to put one on each side and then put the outside pieces on, so you can kind of shape it up. All right, so we've got our nice solid base. She's almost ready to go. We already built the top. So here we go. So we've got our front and back marked, back and front. Just gonna match it up one more time. So let's put our screws in here. We got 4 screws that are gonna hold this little guy together for us. We are so close to having our little table all set for our furry friends outside. All right, so let's get these guys to poke out just a little bit so we can match them all up, tie them down, and we will be in critter feeding business. All right, matching up the holes, front and back, front and back. Being that this is the finish line, I'll take it back to the old school and I'll use the little dude screwdriver for the last 2. All right, so we're just gonna screw them on in. Didn't quite match that guy up. Make sure we're matched up here. There we go. Again, nothing's gonna be perfect. It's all right. Get them nice and tight down there. And you, my little dude, just built yourself a furry friend feeding station. All right, I hope you had fun building this thing. If you had any trouble anywhere, you can always give me a call and let me know. Maybe get Sam to help you. If Sam's got a big dude's screwdriver, maybe he'll let you play with that a little bit. Just be careful when you're punching in, because the screw heads can be kind of soft and you might strip them out. No big deal. They're just 1 1/4 inch and 1 inch screws. So thanks for tuning in to Pappy Rye's Little Dudes Woodworking Shop. I got some other projects that I'm working on. If you enjoyed this one, let me know and I'm happy to send them your way. I hope you had a happy Easter and I love you. Have a good one. Bye-bye.